Hey, what's up guys? Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Today, I'm doing up a special vintage Masters of the Universe review. That's right, I'm going back in time to 1986 and pulling out this classic figure from the archives. This is King Randor, the heroic ruler of Eternia. Now, I am thankful that this set came with the original card back for the action figure. It's the next best thing to getting it sealed on card. But you can see here that the plastic bubble was removed sort of professionally by the original owner. Obviously it's been ripped off, but he managed to keep most of the card intact. So, checking out the card itself, we have the classic Masters of the Universe font bursting out of the rubble, the symbol that has energized fans throughout these long decades, even until today. Even until today, the sight of this logo just stirs up the fandom. Now, if you pay close attention to the top of the card, you'll notice that this thing is still unpunched. That's right, they haven't poken a hole through this card in order to have it stacked up on the store pegs. Now, there's a great portrait here of King Randor just standing there, looking very dignified and heroic. I gotta say that Randor here, wow, he looks like a guy that could be in his, early 40s. Are you sure that guy's old enough to be the king? There's some interpretations of Randor where he kind of looks like a pretty old guy, like he's Gandalf. But here, man, this guy's one dashing looking individual. I gotta say that, man. Oh, at the top here, you see this price sticker for some department store called Hills. Man, I don't know how long ago was this, but at one point in history, this action figure was priced at $4.48. Now, I assume that this is in US dollars, we just see the symbol of a currency there, but yeah, you know what, $4.48, that works out to roughly about, today, it's like, slightly more than the cost of a large Big Mac meal at McDonald's. Oh, in the back there, you get this stunning portrait of Randor just overseeing the kingdom. This is back in the days where the card back art was done with, watercolors, I guess, and none of that fancy computer colors that we get today, But it says here, King Randor raises his staff, exalting his rule over all Eternia. The design that we see here of Eternia, the way that Eternia is portrayed, with the snake head and the monorail thing going through, this is all designs based off the classic Mattel Eternia playset, which I guess maybe only 5 or 6 people in the world actually own today. I saw a listing for it once, it was like 20,000. That's right, guys. Over the side here, more artwork of what the figure can do every step of the way. Twist waist for power punches, removable cloak, removable chest armor, the royal staff of Eternia. This is everything that your figure comes with and is capable of doing. Over on this side, we get the cross cell for the new wave. And oh man, guys, oh man, this is like the freaking dream team of Masters of the Universe. It's like the rarest figures of all time. Flying Fist He-Man, Sorceress Extender, Rio Blast, Clamp Champ, Terraclaw Skeletor, Skaglow, Ninjor, Faker, the Snake Man. Oh man, it's like by this time in 1986, most of us probably tuned out of the franchise because we were being distracted by stuff like Transformers, and Mask, Centurions. But if only we knew, guys, if only we knew. Oh, at the bottom here, you get the manufacturer's info, and there's something here that just fills me with national pride, guys. It says here that this King Randor figure was made in Malaysia in 1986. Now, how about that, guys? While I was, slogging away in school, this action figure was being made in the same country that I lived in. It also says that the cape for the figure is made in China, which is interesting because I never really saw them separating the accessories like that. But hey, who knew? Now, the set also comes with one of the most desirable mini-comics in the entire mini-comic run, and that would be the Search for Keldor. That's right, guys. this is the figure that comes with this particular mini comic. Now, at the bottom here as well, there is a stamp here that says that the mini comic was also printed in Malaysia. Okay, just mind blowing, guys. At this point, I think that the only company that was officially putting out Masters of the Universe comics was the Marvel line, all right, which ran for like about 13 issues. But I had no idea that, you know, Mattel had, you know, freaking He-Man comics being printed right there in the same country as me. I'm gonna do a full review of this comic book in another video, so do look out for that one. Yeah. Okay, guys, and now it's time to check out the man himself, the heroic ruler of Eternia, King Randor. Okay, guys, first of all, I just want to say holy hell. Holy hell. Because the sculpt on Randor's face is just phenomenal. Okay? I mean, this thing, he's looking almost lifelike. Okay? It's like he's real. It must be the eyes, man. They did phenomenal work with the eyes. And overall, I think that when it comes to Masters of the Universe figures, the vintage series, I don't think that Mattel gets enough credit for the work that they did with their human characters. I mean, people always talk about their monsters, right? Their human hybrid, you know, monsters. Things like, you know, Trapjaw. Yeah, you got stuff like Too Bad. But then, you know, when it comes to the human figures, I don't think they get enough of a spotlight, because I think the human characters was sculpted a lot better than most of the other characters. You know, those creatures like, you know, especially Clawful. Okay, that's just awful. But Randor here is phenomenal, all right? And actually looking at the sculpt here, well, he's got a full head of hair and not even a speck of white hair at all, okay? He ain't even balding, right? That's a pretty young looking king, okay? What's your longevity serum, man? Now, Randor does have the crown, but the crown isn't a removable piece, okay? You can't get it off because it's glued to his head. And that's a good thing, guys, because if not, it'd just be another accessory that just ends up being lost, you know, lost to the sands of time, okay? To the sands of time. Now, the gold sculpted bits on the armor look fantastic. Randor really has the look of a king, a majestic and regal look. But if you do think that the armor looks familiar, well, you're not wrong. Because, spoiler, he does share this armor with another character from Masters of the Universe. And that is none other than the evil warrior Jitsu. That's right, we've brought out Jitsu here so that you guys can see that they do indeed share the same body armor. Just that Jitsu's armor has a little bit more gold in the finishing. And I think that actually you could swap the armor around between the two of them. And hey, Randor's going to look great with Jitsu's armor on too. What do you guys think? Now, King Randor shares the same body as that of the original He-Man. So that also means that he has the same attachments like the arm gauntlets here. Also, if you're wondering just why the hell doesn't the king have any pants on, well, actually, if you look closely, this isn't a flesh tone that they used here. It's actually orange to signify that these are in fact a pair of pants. Okay, he's actually wearing pants. And yeah, so don't worry about it, guys. You know, we've got the king covered. In terms of articulation points, Randor has all the basic articulation as that of a standard He-Man figure. He's got the arm movement, the head, and the legs have the rubber band in them, but these are surprisingly still sturdy. I'm thankful for that, okay? And he's got, of course, the waist twist and power punch action, like so. But I will say that the cape tends to get in the way a bit. Yeah, you know, stay down, man. Okay, there you go. There you go. Now, the cloak is actually made out of soft cloth. That's right, this is a premium piece. Okay, you know it's a premium piece when they use actual cloth on an action figure, because that's almost like making it into a doll of some kind. So yes, it's a soft cloak and it attaches to the neck with the string here that you drape over him. But I will say that it would have been better if they'd used something a little bit more elastic, because the cloak tends to move around a lot, especially when you're handling the figure. And it tends to just it's kind of, it looks like it's choking him. Or okay, it would just rise up to where his mouth is and sort of like suffocate him. So yeah, an elastic band would have worked better, I think, just to make sure that it's held more firmly in place. Yeah. Now, Randor here does come with another accessory piece, which is the Royal Staff of Eternia, but I seem to have misplaced it somewhere. Actually, what happened was that the figure was up on display in the cabinet, and if you've ever owned the Masters of the Universe vintage figure, you'll know that these guys don't really tend to stand up too well because of the fact that their legs are held together by this elastic rubber band, which tends to sort of like weaken over time. And this guy took a tumble, and the spear ended up someplace, man. I have no idea. I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. So I did the next best thing, which was to bring out Whiplash right here, because Whiplash has a spear that is pretty much identical to the staff that King Randor uses. Let's check it out. Okay, so Whiplash's spear was actually remolded later by Mattel to form King Randor's staff. And the only difference that was added to the staff was at the tip of the spear here, there was two extensions just below, triangular like extensions just below here, and that's it. Everything else is the same, well, except for the color. Randor's staff is the color of gold, the royal color of gold. So just to give you an idea of how Randor would look like with his staff in hand, well, there you have it, guys. Here he is, ready to rule all of Eternia with fairness, wisdom, and a great manly beard. Now, Randor's armor can also be removed, of course, to reveal his shockingly bright red outfit underneath. Yeah, this guy's just on fire, man. Another reason why he might want to sometimes get his armor off was if he needed to get down and dirty and get down to smacking the shit out of somebody. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You think you're smart, huh? So, you think you are smart with your reviews, don't you? Hey, easy there, Your Highness. Easy there. Easy there. Oh, no. Easy. Ow. Oh. 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 Well, I don't have that really nice and premium Eternia playset from the 1980s for King Randor to hang out in, so I'm just going to have to use the throne room in Castle Grayskull. You okay there, Your Highness? All comfy? Great. So that's the video, guys. Hey, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If it did bring you some measure of joy in this cold and unforgiving world, then hey, you've made me very happy today. So I'll catch you guys again real soon, yeah? Thank you. Take care.